We all need to eat, and everyone expects their food to be safe. Keeping food safe from the farm to the table requires attention at every step of the process. Many professionals are involved in keeping food safe, and each of us play a critical role as we prepare food for ourselves or others. Let's hear what these food safety professionals and future professionals have to say about food safety careers.
We check all the coolers and freezers, make sure the temperatures are good. You know, in coolers, 41 degrees or below. Freezers, you want them to be around 0.
We're going to check the concentration of our Sonova chemical. It's an antimicrobial compound that we spray into meat products before we tenderize them.
And then 4 hours. This is how much bacteria you'd have just from one bacteria sitting at room temperature.
Check ice machines, make sure they're clean, no mold growing in them. One of the largest foodborne illnesses in the United States to this day is from a baseball game in Pittsburgh due to contaminated ice, so we always make sure the ice machines are kept clean and sanitary. So I inspect food facilities, mostly the what we call the institutions, the Fargo schools, NDSU, places like that. But I also inspect swimming pools for the city of Fargo, maintain the drinking water quality. Once it leaves the plant, we do the testing for that. The reason I've been here 20 years now is that the variety. Like I said, you go to a bigger city, you're going to be working in one area. You're working in just water quality, just food service, and just doing the same thing every day. Here, it's a different thing every day, so I like it a lot. We got sanitizer in the red bucket. They use a quaternary ammonia sanitizer. It's got to be at least 200 parts per million, so when I put it in there, it's got to match that color like that. And as you can see, it's plenty strong. It's up toward 400. Our main focus first is to educate. We're not coming in to close you down. We're going to find a way to make things work. We're going to educate you on how to make things better, how to make things safer in your business, in your building.
We're just monitoring the internal temperature of the meat products. Daily basis, I'm running concentration studies on our antimicrobial solutions. I'm also auditing any paperwork that we're filling out for USDA purposes just to make sure everything's been done correctly. I work kind of hands-on with USDA inspectors a little bit, and I have a thing with authority, so it's kind of fun arguing with them. Kind of the company version of a USDA inspector. These are ribeye steaks that she's cutting right here, so she's just trimming off the fat cap just to get them down to spec. You're dealing with food products, so it's kind of nice to know that you have a say in the safety of that product, and I really like that. I have a 3-year-old daughter, so I want to make sure that anything that she's putting in her mouth is going to be like free of E. coli or something like that. So it's kind of a sense of responsibility that you have for a product that you're putting out. Coming somewhere like this where you're going to be able to run your own samples. If you go to a big lab somewhere, you're not actually doing any sampling. You're going to be washing glassware and doing that kind of stuff. So it's kind of nice to have my own lab where I'm my own boss.
How long do we need to wash our hands for? We need 20 seconds to wash your hands with soap and water before we rinse off the soap. I teach a variety of nutrition topics from food safety, which you kind of saw today, and anything from fruits and vegetables to saving money at the grocery store. So I get to go out all over and teach a variety of nutrition topics. Like with food safety, we'll do hand washing a lot of times, and with the kids, this is a really popular one too. But it also works with my adults because I think everybody needs a reminder of how to wash their hands. I get to know my participants really well, which is one thing that I love about my job.
Right now, everyone is looking forward to healthy food, safe food, so it's very important to know like hazard, GMP, everything.
We can go into like the processing department, we can go into like quality assurance, we can go to research and development. So it's like very good because we can like actually pick what we want, we're really interested in.
In the last 25 years, many issues have come about that have really brought the environmental health into the limelight. I mean, everything from the food safety issues, all the E. coli, different incidents that happen, and all these things add to our abilities of what we can do. Also, then that leads to increased salary because you need somebody who's better trained, who knows more, has a wider, more diverse background. So like salaries have come up accordingly with that. There's quite a demand right now in the field for this type of employment, and there's not a lot of people going to school for this. So there's always, I think the openings per college student looking for the job is pretty good percentage compared to a lot of other fields. So it's an open field. There's a lot of potential out there.
With microbiology or food safety, food is a big thing. There's been a lot of beef recalls. There was a lettuce recall. You have to have somebody that has that background scientific knowledge. Otherwise, they're going to be over their head, overwhelmed. A bachelor's in food safety or even a master's in food safety, I think you'd be pretty marketable anywhere you go.
It's definitely a field that will always have opportunity. I mean, everybody wants to eat food, so it's and it's always changing, like with diet trends and everything. So I don't ever see there's this industry not having opportunities.
I always get hungry. That is one of the, I don't know if it's a benefit or a downfall because I'm surrounded by food. So every time we do a lesson, we also have a food demonstration or a recipe that we make. So I'm constantly surrounded by food, but I love food and I love cooking. So it's actually probably a pretty good thing.
Every day it smells something's good is cooking up, and you just makes you look forward to coming to class someday.
Having an educational background in food safety can help launch you into a successful career. These are some areas of specialty within food safety.